A very good morning, Saturday morning, Friday night out there to whoever may be watching. Today we are going to talk about the best travel destinations in Thailand, and we're going to talk about how to set up a budget for those destinations, an itinerary for those destinations, and also vacation timing, like a 2 week vacation or a 3 week vacation. We're going to see how much time and what kind of budget we can come up with, and we're going to do it all live right here on the calculator on my phone. Or you guys can help out and pitch in if you want to help with the math. Good morning, Frank. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming to the live stream. I give it just a minute to let people roll in, and then we shall get started. One thing to keep in mind, I have not traveled every destination that we will talk about today. So I will be relying on most of you to help me understand and to talk to me about other destinations. I know about other destinations than just the ones that I've been to, travel destinations for Thailand. And I think that we're going to come out on top here with a fantastic budget for 2 weeks of the best travel destinations in Thailand. Chat in. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good morning, Stuck. Richard Cypress, good morning to see you. Hello, Anon. Thank you for dropping in. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. We want at least 50 likes, at least 50 coming out of the stream today. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. So, as promised, by the way, all my channel members got to vote on what we were going to have on this live stream for content. And they unanimously, 100% of them voted for this topic. So I was very suppressed and suppressed. I was very surprised, and I am very, very happy that they chose this topic because I think it's a good topic and it can provide a lot of information for everyone. I was almost late for this live stream, which you guys know I'm never late for a live stream because I was putting it together so fast. So let's start talking travel budgets. Travel budgets. Most people, when they come over here, we're going to work off of the U.S. dollar, okay, because it's just simpler and I know it. I mean, it's simpler and I know the dollar. So we're going to start off with a $2,000 budget is what we're going to start off with. And let's talk about how much that is in baht, because once I transfer that to baht, I can kind of help you understand. Okay, so that's right now, that's 62,000 baht, roughly. Hey, Robert, good to see you, bud. So let's think of, you want 2 grand. This is after your plane ticket, okay? So you basically got 30,000 baht, 31,000 baht a week that you can spend just vacationing. This is just vacation money, and this does not include your visa because you've already paid for your tourist visa. That would be, Stuck says, per day or per month. No, $2,000 for a 2 week vacation. So you would have 2,000 US dollars total for your vacation. That would be 62,000 baht total for the 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. That's a good, because that's a good target vacation like area there, and I think that works really well. So we'll go with that one. I think 30,000 baht a week should be plenty, provided you don't do a lot of nightlifing and a lot of a lot of drinking and partying. You could also increase that to $3,000, which would be about 90,000 baht, and that would give you about 45,000 baht a week. And if you can do 3,000 US dollars, if you can save that much, then you can for sure have a great, wonderful 2 week trip here in Thailand. So, Driftin, what's up? Good to see you, man. So basically, what I'm trying to say is after your plane tickets, and because you're going to book your plane tickets and your lodging, all that stuff, probably your initial lodging, probably at the same time. So, like the first place that you want to go to, the first destination you want to go, you're probably going to book lodging there first, and you're going to do all that before you come. Hopefully, you get your tourist visa before you come, but you don't have to because you can always get a stamp if you come in from a Western country. So if you get a stamp, that's good for 30 days. You're only going to be here 2 weeks, no problem. And that stamp will cost you 1,900 baht when you get here, which is about, let's see, 30, almost 60 bucks. So that'll take away from your 3,000. I think a $3,000 vacation may be the best way to go because that would give you 45,000 baht to spend per week, and I think that is a much more plausible for you to do that. Did you know that YouTube has not sent notifications out for my oh yeah, it did. Okay. I was about to say, I was a little upset there. I was going to cry a little bit. Okay, so we got the budget, and we know what the budget's going to be. Now, let's talk about the destinations. All right, what kind of person are you, first and foremost? Do you want to go to, hello, Thailand Obsessions, good to see you. Do you want to go to the nightlife areas? Do you want to go to the historic areas, like where the temples are and that kind of thing? Do you want to go to the beaches and just relax? Do you want to see as much of the country as possible? What scenario are we going to use? We can use two. You guys give me some ideas over in the comment section, and we'll set two of them up. I'm waiting on people to comment. I'll set one of them up for you. Let's say that you're, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Anon. Okay, Frank says culture. He wants to see culture. So, culture you're going to find in most places, like stuck in Florida. You help me out if I'm wrong here, Anon. You also help me out. Culture is more of a the temples would also be included in culture. Places in Thailand that have historic value would be considered culture. There's a bridge in the northwest part of Thailand at the Myanmar border that has a lot of historic value. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. I mean, one purpose not to do 76 provinces in 28 days. Yeah, 100%. Richard says, does Thailand want Americans back in their country? Of course, man. Of course, they're going to want people back. Yes, Kanchanaburi is a good province to start in. That's, I believe that's where I was talking about without getting out Google Maps. There's a lot of historical sites in that province, including temples and including, I think you have to go to the other side of Thailand, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Kanchanaburi would be a good province to go see some of the culture in Thailand, but going to the other side of Thailand, I can't remember the name of the province, where the Mekong River is, that separates Thailand from Laos is, yes, also, I can never pronounce that. Ayutthaya, I think. Uh, yes, that's where the bridge over River Kauai is. So Kanchanaburi would be the place to go see that bridge, and then you could go over Nakam Panam. Did I say that right, Anam? Another good location to go to. That's where I'm talking about, where the Mekong River is, and it meets or it splits uh, Thailand from Laos. I've actually been there. Mukdahan is a place that I've been to transfer to do a visa run before, and that's yeah, it's right there on the river that separates Laos and it separates Thailand from Laos. I actually had dinner on that river and looked across and was able to see Thailand. It was great. It's fun. Prep for it says all good suggestions. Jeremy was listening for that chat. No problem, man. Just make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Bob. Hello, Bob. Good to see you, man. That word that you put down there, I agree. Stuck in Florida says northeast east line. I'm gonna agree with that too. How about Chiang Rai? Not Chiang Mai, but Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai has some very interesting cultural nuances, if I'm not mistaken, for some of you guys that have been there. Also, the Big White Temple, that is up in that area, correct? That is up around the Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai area, if I'm not mistaken. If you don't know what the Big White Temple is, you should check it out. Stuck in Florida says he loves Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai is really close to the border of Laos. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stuck in Florida. Anon says a cool trip through Isan would be to drive from Ubon to Loy. That would be good. I would agree. Bob Harris has joined us. Hello, Bob. How are you? He says, hi, all. I am too stuck in Vancouver, Washington. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Really sorry to hear that. But thought about topics for these live streams, and I thought that it would probably be best to start talking about some destinations because travel could kick off at any time. We don't know what's going on. Stuck in Florida says the White and Blue Temple are both in Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai, way up north. But if you're a cultural person, there you go. Robert says, I love Chiang Rai. I've never been to Chiang Rai. I want to go, but I've never been there. Anon says, for beach, I'd say Kanam Beach, Nakan Si, Tamarat, I think. Sorry, guys. Kolak, and I have no idea how to say that last one. But if you say it, I believe it because much more well traveled. So these are places that people that are watching the stream on the replay or that are watching the stream right now can Google and find out where they are and what you can do when you get there. Robert says my second home in Thailand is there. Cool, man. That's awesome. I wish I had 2 homes in Thailand. That would be great. So that would be a good setup for culture. Is I find in the north of Thailand, both east and west sides, and then in the middle with Chiang Rai. Well, not exactly in the middle, but pretty close. I find that I don't know. It looks like it would be a good place. I think it would be very interesting for most of you. So I will do the setup for the average, not the average, but I'll do the setup for the single guy that wants to come to Thailand to party because most people are going to want to see that and going to want to know. On a 2-week vacation, if you come here to party, you need to bring about 4,000 US dollars with you to include, or excuse me, not include. Let's start with Stuck in Florida's comment. If you like nature and beautiful waterfalls, northern Kanchanaburi and Chiang Rai and Pai area are great. So there you go. If you're a nature person, that's where you want to go for your waterfalls and that kind of thing. And I have to tell you, I am a sucker for a good waterfall. So if it comes, if I ever get the chance to do some stuff like that, I've got to get out of there and travel. When holidays start appearing again, for those of you that don't know, I'm a teacher in Thailand. So when the holidays start coming around again, I will definitely pick up and go to the north, because it looks like there's some great places up there. Hey, George, good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in. Hit the like button for me, because you know we're going to have a good stream here. So, as I said before, I'll set up a single guy or a couple friends coming over to party. I'm going to say that each one of you need to bring about 4,000 US dollars. So you're looking at about 120,000 baht. That would be after your plane ticket, and that would cover your accommodations, because if you're going to party, you don't need to stay in expensive places. You just need a place where you can sleep, where you can take a shower and rest, and that's pretty much it. Now, in the former instance we were talking about, everything's pretty much up north. So you would start in, thanks, George. So you would start in either the northern west and make your way to the central north, where Chiang Rai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and Pai are, and then you would go east to the area where I want to say Mukadam, but that doesn't sound right. But where that area is, so you can see the Mekong River, the deltas out there, all that good stuff. I think it would be an interesting trip, to say the least, for sure. Let's see. Anon says, stuck in Florida, I agree. Stayed on the river in Sayok, Kanchanaburi, really cool state. That would be for people that really want to enjoy the rural lifestyle of Thailand, and I think that would be pretty cool. It'd certainly be it would be a pace of, it would be a change of pace for somebody like me, that's for sure. So I would be very interested in doing that. Stuck in Florida says, ladies like AC and a clean room, just saying. That's very true. That's very true. They love AC and a clean room. I can agree with you on that. Now, coming over here, you don't want to do anything but party. No problem. Rule number one, make sure you leave all your Western entitlements, leave all that crap on the plane. Remember, you're a visitor in this country. If you don't like something, you can leave. That's number one. Second, you can map out places to go very easy. Let me explain. If you land in Bangkok, okay, find a place to stay in Bangkok. Go explore as much of the nightlife too. Thank you, George. Go explore as much of Bangkok as you possibly can, and as you explore Bangkok, you will find nightlife here. We have places like Soy Cowboy and Nana Plaza, and some other soys are in Bangkok, and those would be your areas that you would want to focus on in Bangkok. Then you're going to want to move on. Remember, you're only here for 2 weeks, so we're talking 2 or 3 days apiece. Stuck in Florida says I can stay in northern Kanchanaburi for a month and not spend $2,000 and have a great time, but not for everyone. I understand. So you land in Bangkok. My suggestion first is to go to the west. Go see Cha Am for a day. Go to Hua Hin for about 2 days. Then go all the way down to Krabi. Come back up to Phuket. And get all your nightlife fixes in all these places because there's tons going on everywhere at all these locations, right? So you can do your partying. They have great beaches. Phuket has some of the nicest beaches in Thailand. Krabi is a great place to explore, wander around, enjoy nightlife, that kind of thing. I've been told that personally by people that have been. David says nothing will destroy a well thought out budget as much as falling in love with the first few days. Don't do it. That's a golden rule right there. Definitely do not fall in love on the first few days because if you do that, your whole vacation's ruined. I can assure you. But when you're down in the Krabi area, come back up to Phuket, visit Kamala, which is a little island. Okay, visit Kamala, and then come back to Hua Hin. And the reason you're coming back to Hua Hin is they have a ferry there in Hua Hin. That ferry in Hua Hin is going to take you. Hang on a second. Anon says, well, in Cha'am, there's only Soy bus stop for nightlife per se. Not much nightlife, but a great town. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. And that's just one of the places that you want to stop through. That's a good place to just right in the beginning of your trip after you're kind of jet lag, recovered, and all that stuff. It's a good place to stop. That's all I'm saying. Good place to stop, look around. They have a nice little beach out there. I just finished editing the video on it yesterday. And Cham is mainly a Thai family resort. That's true. 100% just like Bon Pei. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So you've came out of Bangkok. You went to Cham, Hua Hin, all the way down to Krabi. On your way back up, you stopped at Kamala. You might want to stay another day in Phuket, depending on who you are, or come all the way back up to Hua Hin and get on the ferry that takes you across the Gulf of Thailand. It's about a 2-hour ride. It's cheap. It's not much money at all. Come across, and it will take you directly into Pattaya. In Pattaya, the nightlife spots are going to be not currently because most of the stuff's still closed, but the nightlife spots will be Walking Street, LK Metro, Soy Bacau area, all in that stuff. When you are finished in Pattaya, which I personally would recommend about 2 days there or 3 days, 4 at the most, because that's a lot. But there's a lot of stuff you can do in Pattaya. And if you spend 2 to 3 days in all these places, you're going to eat up your 2 weeks fairly good. After Pattaya, I would suggest that you go down to Bon Pei, which is just outside of Rayong, and see the island of Koh Samet. Go to the island of Koh Samet. There's not a lot of nightlife and that kind of thing, but there are islands around Pattaya that you can go to, and the Sattahip area. If you have time while you're in Bon Pei, be sure to go hit Koh Chang and or Trat, which is at the far eastern corner, southern corner, not southern like down in the southern part of Thailand, but central southern, we'll say. Hit Bon Pei and Trat and then make your way via taxi or bus back to Bangkok. And you will have successfully completed a nice nightlife party atmosphere tour if you do that. Stuck in Florida says Pratchett Creek. I can't say that. And Krabi are also great nature spots with lots of wildlife. That would be cool to add on. Anon says, don't forget about Samui. Still some. I said Caribbean. I meant Samui. But Samui is in that first area I was telling you guys about, Koh Samui. Great nightlife area there that you guys can go to and enjoy. Stuck in Florida says Samui is definitely a party place during normal times. Too much for me. So there you go. The culture and the party life destinations pretty much been explained. I was hoping a few more people would join the chat that have spent time in places like Phuket, because I have not been over to Phuket yet. I've been to Hua Hin. Hua Hin is a very nice town. There are Thais there, but there are a lot of expats in Hua Hin. I mean, a lot of expats in Hua Hin. Ashley C says it's okay. So if you're looking to do the touristy thing, then Hua Hin would be a good spot for you. Most of the destinations that I mentioned for the single party life, it's for people that are going to be on the go all the time. If you go on a place, if you go to a place like, for example, let's say you go to Rayong, you want to go see the city of Rayong. Okay, you're not going to be out partying until 2 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning or anything like that, because there's just not that kind of partying to do in Rayong. And if you ask how I'm qualified to say that, I lived there for 16 months. So Rayong is not the place to hang out if you want to party. Rayong is a place to hang out if you like the quieter life, if you like the cultural atmosphere of Thailand, if you're here and you're scouting out places to retire, Rayong would be a good one. I can say that with absolute certainty without feeling bad about it. I think all that would come together and be a good plan. And for you retirement guys that want to come over here and scout out places that you may want to retire, of course you want to start up north in the Isan region. I think Chiang Mai is too touristy for people that want to retire, although some retire there. Chiang Rai or Pai may be a better option for the people looking to retire. There are also many other outlying places like Hua Hin is not really an outlying place, but Hua Hin is a place that people retire, but if they retire there, they want to be in a well understood expat community. And when I say well understood, I mean that people that are that come to the city tend to speak more English, because the language barrier here can be a problem if you allow it to be. It's not a problem if you don't say anything. It's not a problem if you don't make it a problem. You can point, use Google Translate. A lot of people, you would be surprised at how much English that Thai people can speak to allow you to get by in the conversation. And secondly, I think that Hua Hin would be too touristy if you wanted to retire. And Robert says, hello, Jeremy, everyone watching. Hey, Robert, good to see you, bud. Anon says, for retirees, you can look at Kanchanaburi or Wahin, cheaper but plenty of quiet. Chiang Mai is better for remote workers. That's true. There's Ross. Ross says Rayong has places to hang out over the east side of Rayong. There is decent nightlife, and same for Tapong Beach. You have not been to them. You are so wrong. I have been over on the east side of Rayong where the nightlife is. I'm not sure about Tapong Beach, but I've been to all the beaches on the east side, bro. I'm just saying, Rayong's a better place to retire than it is to party. Moving on. That was pretty much. What's up, Cody? Good to see you, man. Good to see you dropping by. Appreciate you coming in. But that was my list of travel destination and or travel destinations. Some of the best travel destinations, in my opinion, and in the opinion of some of my moderators and people that come in my chat who have had experiences in those areas. I want to say I appreciate it very much. I appreciate you guys coming over and talking about those areas. And you know, I mainly hit the vacation. If you read the description of this, stuck in code here making me laugh. Sorry. But if you read the description of this video, it's basically made for some of the best travel spots in Thailand on a budget. As we talked about very early in the video, what kind of budget you would need to cover some of these trips. And at the end of the day, the budget is always going to be whatever you want it to be, because it's ultimately going to be whatever you want to spend. Prep for it says, good list of destinations. I will research them all. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And thanks to Stuck and everybody else, Anon, for helping me out with some of the locations, because I knew I wouldn't know them all. But I also knew that you guys would be here to help out. So I really just want to say thank you for coming by. And anybody got a topic they want to discuss? We got a little bit of time here. If not, we can move right along. Anon says, other than Bangkok, I never paid more than $40 to $50 a night for a hotel, and those were 4-star places. Yeah, that would be way out of the budget for me. Can stay in a lot of places for far less. Absolutely, you sure can. And I do it all the time. Frank says food. Food. I have to say that food, you could get special. I mean, like the real Thai food, pretty much anywhere in Thailand. It just depends on where you want to go and how much you want to pay, really, when it comes to the food. So let me turn the volume down on my phone here because I want to see something. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. Anyway, Stuck in Florida says, Ross Rayong, I'm going to go to Koh Chang first thing when I get back to Thailand, and we'll probably stop off in Rayong for a couple of days. Yeah, he's way out there. Stuck in his resort is definitely out there. Very, very interesting things that I'm finding out today. Lee, What is up, Lee? It's good to see you. I was looking at my channel membership yesterday and I saw that you were a channel member. So thank you so very much. That was absolutely surprised. And I was shocked. I was because I hadn't seen you in so long in the chat. And I thought it was just great that you were in there. Absolutely great. We appreciate it so much. It's good, very good to see you. Very good to see you. Ross says Coach Chang is very pricey, and Stuck agrees. Ross says where we were there 2 years ago. It's where the wife and I spent our honeymoon 16 years ago. So yeah, Ross has some experience in that area. And that's certainly true. And I'm trying to do too many things at one time real quick, guys. Give me one second. Okay. A lot of things going on. Okay. Coach Chang will always be special to us. I'm sure it will. Anon says rental car I can get for about $25 a day, including CDW. That's a rental car site. Gas prices are reasonable. Yes, gas prices are very reasonable over here. I have a motorbike and don't have a problem with it. Ross says I like the drive from the ferry dock to the east side of the island. A lot of people like that drive. Are you experienced? What's up, brother? Nice to see you in the house. Appreciate you coming by. Really, I'm glad you're here. I saw that you just released a video, and so Ross says it has some crazy turns. Robert Max says, "Are you experienced?" Good evening, Don. And definitely a good evening to you, sir. I'm really glad that you're here and really appreciate it very, very much. Stuck in Florida says, Ross and Young, I always say I'm going to Coach Chang, but never make it. This time I'm not going to get distracted. Ross says, JC, there are some 15 to 25 degree turns. That would be fun. Stuck said, everybody's saying hello to each other, which is a good time for me to get a soda because I need a soda in my life. One of the reasons I've started doing live streams on other days of the week is because I've noticed that other people are doing live streams at the same time I'm doing them. And some of my moderators and other people that are in the live chat like to go over there and be with them. So that's I'll probably have a live stream tomorrow over the weekend. In fact, we may be moving Saturdays to Sundays for me because the Saturday morning live stream tends to die a little bit. Like we only have 23 people in here. We had like 50 yesterday. Little bit concerned about that. Sorry, 1 second, guys. All right. Continuing on with the theme, our experience says, I love Koh Chang, best beaches. I would love to go there, and I definitely will go there. I actually have a video ready for next week about Hua Hin and the Cha'am area. Robert says, stuck in Florida says, hello. Ross says, JC, you found the sweet spot, and now everyone follows you. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. In my opinion, I hit this time gate right here, and unfortunately, I brought some people on and they take advantage of it, but that's okay. It happens. It's no big deal. Ultimately, we'll get some new people in here and it'll all be good. The main thing is that we keep the travel fund up and going, and that's one good way to do that is with the live stream. And the more people we have in here, the better. But 23 people is not going to cut. I'm not even going to have a live stream anymore if we have 23 people after 40 minutes. Doesn't make any sense. Jim says, okay. Oh, hey, Jim. Hi, Jim. Okay, 2 nights in a row. I'm late, but Jim Pell is in the house once again. Let's not waste no time, Jeremy. I'm in a good mood again. Let's get a challenge going. What about it? Do your thing, Jim. Do your thing. Put a challenge out there if you want to. I'm sure our experience is in the house, so nobody has to worry about links getting thrown up tonight because he can put them all up. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram too. I'm doing some pretty weird things over there as well. Stuck in Florida says everyone has been streaming a lot since things happen and can't travel. That's true. And he says hello, sir. Jim says, well, with 23 people, let's see what we can do to help our favorite channel. Well, we'll see what can happen. There's Ashley C for the travel fund. Thank you very much, Ashley. Wasn't expecting that at all. $5 contribution there. That's good. For those of you that don't know, what we do is we take super chats and or PayPal contributions, and we use them to buy equipment and we use them to travel. So, yes, Ashley, you do rock. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate it. Robert Mack says some of us not getting notifications. I know, and that's a real problem too. I'm going to have to look up YouTube and see what the deal is because that's just not normal for Saturdays. Anon says if you want to do a weekend thing, I wish I knew how to say that. That A word is so close you can do it on a Saturday. I'm gonna take a picture of it right now. That's what I did yesterday. Somebody gave me a great suggestion. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Okay. And I might do that weekend thing. And see, that's what the travel fund is for, is so that I can get out and do those things and then bring the content back to you. I've been editing videos, guys, left and right. I've got videos coming up for you next week while I'm at work when I won't have time to live stream. I may have time to live stream, but just in case I don't, at least you'll have some videos out there. I'll try that, Anon. I really will. Ashley says, jealous. I'm stuck in the States. I'm so sorry. I know you are. I would rather be just about anywhere than stuck in the States right now for sure. Ross is talking. Ross says some of us are sleeping through them. Jim says, okay, we don't have that many people, so let's do this, Jeremy. Get $100 and I'll send 25. Hey, that's a challenge. So 5 down, $95 to go, and Jim will put 100 on top of it. That's a realistic. Ross says we found that A word very touristy, mostly temple ruins in bad shape. Oh, that's not good. Wow. That was a lot to come in all at one time. I'm not going to put this. Very interesting. So I'm going to cover up his name and the transaction ID. But Mr. Crap. Hang on a second. Mr. Anyway, we got $23 from Mr. Anon, okay? And I appreciate that very, very much. very, very much. So 23 from him, and he said that was for the 23 people that were in the chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. Mr. Stephen Banfield, I need to get with you and meet up with you sometime this week while you are still in Bangkok. So I appreciate that. So 23, what's 23 and 5? 28 we got so far. Looking good, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Jim always comes in and we find a way to make the best something out of nothing. And I'm very, very grateful for that. Jim says, guys, let's keep at PayPal link up there because we need to get 100 in, and I'll send 25 after the first 100. After the second 100, I'll send 50. Well, I don't think we're going to get enough people in here tonight to get 200, but we might be able to get 100. We're 28 down, so headed for 100. Headed for 100. I love it. Even the wife was not impressed with that A word. Okay, Ashley says that A word is fun. I stop on the way to Chiang Mai, stay a night in Lopburi, taking the train. That would be pretty cool. I'd like to ride the train out of Bangkok into there one time. That would be. I know they offer the overnight train from Bangkok to there. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Always Do More Life. I'm not going to put, I got to make sure I don't put his name up there. Make sure that you guys can't see it, but we just got another 20. Another 20. I like that. Very good. Very good. Very good. Thank you, sir. Much, much appreciated. Keep your name hidden. Don't worry. Steve is headed there right now. But thank you very much for that $20. That's very, very awesome. So we're at 48. We need 52 for Jim to dump 25. Can we get 52? That is the question. That is always the question. Because next weekend I'm traveling somewhere for sure. I absolutely promise you I'm going somewhere next weekend. Just remember, Ashley says, just remember an umbrella for the sun. Ross says it's pronounced Ayutthaya. 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 Okay. I'll try to make sure I get it right. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you again. Thanks for putting up the link. Stuck in Florida. I appreciate that. Are you experienced? Ashley C said that sounds like a nice stopover on the way to Chiang Mai. Indeed, it does sound like a good one. And if Maggie happens to be in the chat, I wanted to tell her thanks for her comment on my video. Appreciate that. I don't know if she's here or not, but Steven says headed to Ayutthaya. Ayutthaya, I think is right. Ayutthaya right now. That's cool, man. That's really cool, actually. Ross says traveling by train in Thailand is lots of fun. It can be slow, but it's an experience. That would be awesome because of the photo opportunity that you could take. 72 to go. We only have 52 to go now, Jim. We got that 20 in there. Here comes something else. Oh, Mr. Always, if he comments, he puts it in there, and I know he doesn't mind me putting it because he puts his whole name on there. Mr. Lee, thank you very, very, so very much. $25 from Mr. Lee, and we appreciate that more than you could possibly imagine. So thank you very much, Lee. I appreciate that. I really, really, really do. We were at 58 plus, no, we were at, where were we at? We were at 48. 48 plus 25, 73. So we'll see what happens. That's amazing that we can throw together some with 27 people watching. I absolutely love it. You guys are the best, man. Jim says, Jeremy, I'm going to have to send mine a different way to you tonight. I'm going to have to send it on a Cash App whenever I need to send you. When we get this going, I'll get it through the Cash. That's cool. I know you'll send yours. Maggie is in Pattaya. Oh, okay. Is she there all the time? Are you experienced, or is she just there for the time being? Because I'm probably going to be in bouncing back and forth between Pattaya. I want to watch the city reopen, and I want you guys to be able to see it reopen. Jim says we have enough in here to do it. 46 people brought in $645. That's true. That did happen. So half of that is 23 people. It should bring in 322. I think that was back when everybody was working and they were doing awesome. Stuck in Florida says if you take the overnight train to Chiang Mai, make sure to take the new train if you want to get any rest. The old train is still running, is loud and rough. I heard that, and I would definitely take the new train. Stuck. That's a very good point. Very good point. Take the new train out of Bangkok into Chiang Mai, and I think I would feel a lot better about that. I really would. I'd feel a lot better about going to Chiang Mai in the new train. I'd like to sleep on it as well. That would be very nice. Ross says that's part of the fun. Our experience says IUTI is a great temple area. Lots of good video opportunity. That would be cool. Stuck says that Ross, I don't mind if I can see the scenery, but there is nothing to look at. Lee got the thumbs up. Thank you, Lee. I really appreciate it, man. Robert says no visiting. Our experience says she lives in Karat, but in Pattaya last week or so. Oh, cool. Okay. Ashley says, I think it's number 6 and 9, the new train. I rode it in November for Yiping. I hope I said that right. First class was nice. Even got a hot shower. Wow. That's almost unheard of here in in Thailand. That's very much unheard of. Very much unheard of. Hot showers on things like that. That's wow. That's pretty cool. So anyway, for those of you that are still with us, please know and understand that it is of the utmost importance when you come to Thailand or when you go to another country that you treat the people respectfully when you go. Make sure that you have a budget in mind. It's always a good idea to have a good budget. If you truly want to see the best destinations in Thailand, especially the best tourist destinations in Thailand, know that there are going to be sometimes long lines. Know that there are going to be sometimes things are not going to always work out. Is what I'm trying to say. A bus is going to have a flat tire. A train's not going to be on time. Your flight's going to get delayed. Something like that is always going to happen, and it's one of those things where you wish you could change it, but you can't. The best thing to do is not get frustrated, because if you get angry, it's just going to rent space in your head. And nobody really cares about any of that anyway. The people that work on these platforms, they're not really going to get upset if you're mad, as long as you don't say anything to them. They don't really care that much if you're upset, because they have a job to do and they do it very well. That's something everybody needs to be prepared for when they do come to Thailand. We're going to be talking more about international flights and when they might show up, et cetera, as this wave of the phase 3 we're in right now, getting ready to start phase 4, which should be a complete opening of everything, but it may change. I will keep you guys updated on that for sure in Thailand. Let's see here. There's the PayPal link, and Stuck in Florida says, Ashley C., I didn't know there was a new train. I found out after I flew back to Bangkok from Chiang Mai for about the same price. Wow. About the same price to fly as the drive. I would do the train, though, just for the experience, because many times it's all about the experience and not so much the fastest way to get there. If you're moving in, if you're over here on a vacation and you're like, you're like stuck on that vacation or whatever, then I would have to say, yes, you can. If you're on a time schedule, I'm sorry, guys. If you're on a time schedule and you come to Thailand, you're going to need, that's where that itinerary is going to be your very, very, very best friend. And that is where you're going to need to understand the prices and love if the prices change and the train is cheaper, or maybe the train's a little more expensive. You could fly and you could get there and you wouldn't really know the difference. Then do you want the experience of the train, or do you just want to get to where you're going? It all depends on your vacation. This is your vacation, right? Your vacation coming to Thailand. Do you want to spend money making sure everything's efficient and fast, or do you want to spend money making sure that you get all the experiences that you can get? That's kind of my point here. Ashley said, yeah, it was $50 USD, which might have been more expensive than some flights. Could have been. Our experience says Maggie's little sister lives in Pattaya. She works as a maid in a hotel. Ah, cool. Ashley says you save on guest house fare for a night since you sleep on the train. That's true. Stuck in Florida says it's at night. There is nothing to see. It's fun. Ross says travel math. Money plus time equals memories. Take either one away and you have less memories. And he's got a good point there. He's got a good point. So I think it's important for people to understand that here's my philosophy on it. This is my big thing. If you're going to travel and you want to only travel to places for money, or you only want to travel to the best places that cost the most, you're probably going to miss out on some really cool memories, because having to kind of wing it sometimes really creates some awesome memories. I remember that from my days in the Philippines, and I was very, very happy about that. So, sometimes winging it, sometimes doing it a little bit different is a great thing. Sometimes it's not. Let's see. Our experience says the reason why I like Koh Chang, besides the best beaches in Thailand, fire showers on the beach, great fresh seafood on the resorts for about $8 US. It is right beside Cambodia and a hop to there. So I know when you came over, I don't know if you did it the first time or you experienced, but the second time you came over and did the border hop over to Cambodia and went over there for a couple of days as well. And that's something else you can do, guys, when you come to Thailand and you're looking at travel destinations in Thailand. You can also just bust out of Thailand if you so desire, or if you so choose to. And that would be something that That would be something else to do. I think Lee just sent. Wait, that can't be right. Lee, did you send $25 twice? Lee just sent another $25 to cap off our mark, and check that out. What an awesome dude, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Lee. I really genuinely appreciate that. It says, Connecticut just began phase 2. I'm never in a hurry when I am on vacation. I just wing it. Good for you, man, because that's a good rule to play by. Very good rule to play by. And Lee, $50 in contributions today is really going to make next weekend very special. And I appreciate that very, 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 very much. I don't know what to say. I'm truly grateful, but that definitely took us over the $100 mark. And now I'll wait on Jim to pay up. If he's still here, he probably dozed off. he told me yesterday that he likes to doze off occasionally. So, but thank you so much, Lee, for the contribution. Always appreciated. Always. Oh, he's here. Jim's here. That's good. He's still awake. We hadn't lost him. Let's see. Are you experiences? Yes, Ross. My first trip, I took the bus to Surat Thani for the islands. It was 13 hours. Now I fly about 70 Canadian dollars. Worth the time saved equals flight is 1 hour. 100%. 100%. That's what I'm talking about. If you're on a schedule, on your vacation, on your destinations for travel in Florida, if you are in Florida, on your destinations for travel in Thailand, if you're on a time window, then you absolutely need to make sure that you fly instead of take a train or that kind of thing to make sure that you don't run out of time. Stuck says, first time I came to Thailand was from northern Vietnam and cost $60 to fly over from Hanoi. That's a cheap flight. Ross says, I did the bus once to Koh Samui, would never do it again. I can believe that. That would be a long drive. Jim says, you are correct, my friend. The second I sat down, I doze off. I have been running myself ragged the last few days of this domestic. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Got you. I understand. If anybody follows you on Facebook, they understand too. Yeah, we're over 100, Jim. Over 100. Lee made sure of it, and we genuinely appreciate it too. Our experiences, yes, Ross. Same. I did once and only once. Ross says, but was 25% of the cost of a flight, but losing the day costs more, and that's something you have to keep in mind when you travel to destinations here in Thailand. Is your time worth the money? That's something you have to figure out for yourself. Can you afford to be late? Can you afford to spend a day traveling? Most people on a 2-week vacation to Thailand are not going to spend time spending an enormous amount of time traveling. So they're going to want to get to where they want to go as fast as possible. I'm not talking about backpackers and that kind of thing. I'm talking about people that actually want to travel and want to do it efficiently, which takes a little bit more of a budget. I will concede that. But at the same time, efficiency does matter. Our experience says bus was 800 baht, flight was 1600. I think I agree with your experience. I think that it was worth the extra 800 baht that you paid. I think it was worth that 800 baht to go to or to take a flight and to get there and save a day, because that's a whole day of your vacation. Like you said, one whole day of vacation, basically sitting on a bus riding. And, some people may like that. Some people may say, hey, I'm on a bus. I can take pictures from the bus. I can vlog from the bus. I can record video from the bus. We can get loud, blah, 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 that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's truly, truly, truly important to remember: do you have time to waste? And when I say waste, I don't mean that it wouldn't be a good experience, but do you have the time to make that experience, or do you need to be efficient in where you're going? In other words, is where you're going more important than how you get there? That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Our experience says, like Ross says, whole day on the bus. Yep. Ross says, hop on morning flight. You are in Samui or Krabi in 1 hour. Take a bus and you lost a day of fun. See, that's I agree with you, Ross, and that's something that I just wouldn't be I wouldn't be happy about. I wouldn't be happy about losing a day of traveling on a bus. I used to do that in the Philippines, though, because I couldn't afford flights. I was on a limited income, could not afford flights, and I had to take buses. Like, I remember taking this is no lie, I took a 6.5 hour bus ride from Nueva Vizcaya to Manila, and the bus never stopped, not one time, and there was no bathroom on the bus. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Stuck says, when I leave Ko Chang, I plan to fly to Northern Isan. I don't think I want to do that bus ride. Let me start over. When I leave Ko Chang, I plan to fly to Northern Isan. I don't think I want to do that bus ride. I will have to talk to Ross about the best place to fly out of. That's a good point, Stuck. From Ko Chang, I definitely wouldn't fly. I mean, I definitely wouldn't take a bus to Northern Isan from there. That would take you forever. I mean, forever. Our experience says, yes, Ross, I took the 7 a.m. flight from Bangkok. Yes, Ross, I took the 7 a.m. flight from Bangkok, was there at 8:15 a.m. And when I came back to Bangkok, I took the 9 p.m. bus back at 10:15. Still good time for Bangkok to go out that night. Went to Nana. I hear you, man. That's a good day. That's a good day of traveling right there. Ross said, stuck in Florida, there are a bunch of small airports in Thailand, way more than you would expect. I think that's correct, because I look at airports all the time and see where they're going and that kind of thing. So with that being said, guys, I will put out for my channel members. If you're not a channel member, you may want to consider being one, because I'm probably going to add more perks onto that. For my channel members, I'm going to put up content for tomorrow's live stream and let you vote on that. Becoming a channel member comes with this. It comes with your own DoMoreLife email address, comes with the ability to vote on content, comes with status updates that you get privately, only members. Behind the scenes pictures, photographs, and the occasional short video. Lee says, plane, train, taxi for me, no bus. LOL. I hear you, but I don't like the bus too much either, man. Robert says 38 airports in Thailand. Wow, that's a lot. Our experience, pro tip, fly to Surat Thani. It's cheaper. Samui costs a lot more, and it's a 1 hour bus or ferry ride to Samui from Surat Thani. Very good tip there, guys. Very good tip. So with that channel membership, you can weigh in on your 2 cents about the content of the channel. Well, in other words, what you want to see on the channel. Just like today, we did the travel portion. Now tomorrow, maybe there won't be as many people live streaming at this exact same time that I'm live streaming. So we'll see what happens. Ross says, "Are you experienced the time over the ferry is worth it? Such a beautiful trip." I really want to see that at some point in time. I would really like to go down there and see that. I really would. I think it would be. I think would be great, and I think with the new camera and the new system I've got, I could definitely get some good recording going on, and things would probably turn out pretty well. I think pretty well. I think ferries are fun too. Our experience, I really do. I like ferry rides. I rode from Wahan to Pattaya on the ferry. Unfortunately, we couldn't get outside of that ferry, but you could look out the window, and it was just nice blue water, and it was good, very good. Like, yeah, our experience says beautiful blue water. So that being said, I want to thank everyone, especially Lee, for really dumping them out of the pockets there. But everyone who contributed financially to the live stream today, thank you very much, because the views on this stream has been so low. It's weird. It's just weird. But thank you very much for everybody who contributed. It definitely made making today's live stream worth it. And I was very I'm extraordinarily pleased with you guys that came in with contributions. Other than that, I want to thank everybody that hit the thumbs up button, the like button. And if you didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. That would be great as well. I definitely want to thank everybody stuck our experience, all my moderators and Anon, not only for any contributions they may have made, but for moderating and doing such a great job there. Also, I want to thank them, Ross included, for sharing all the information that you shared, because we all know I've been here for 2 years, but I work, so I don't get to travel as much as I would like to. And, you know, sometimes things happen, and I don't get to go like I would like to go. So with the travel fund always available, and we've never had a problem keeping it up before, there's no reason I can't travel. I've even talked about staying in some hotels here in Bangkok, near some of the more nightlife friendly areas where most people would come on vacation, staying there and doing reviews and that kind of thing, giving you guys some information on that. So with all that being said, I'm going to ask you to please hit the like button on your way out. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and if you've been around the channel a while, please consider becoming a channel member. Hit the like button on your way out, and remember, this channel is and always will be dedicated to travel, fun, photography, and education, even if we only have 2 people watching. Whatever you guys do today, thank you all so much for everything. All of you, Robert, everybody, Lee, stuck in Florida, our experience, Robert Mack, it's just everybody that's in here, Anon, Ross, thank you guys. I'm sure I left somebody out, and I apologize. Frank, all you guys, this was basically just a really good meeting of the DoMoreLife family, and I really appreciate it. So I want to say thank you to all you guys, and whatever you do today, please remember, it's very important that you do more life. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow.